Hello everybody out there in YouTube land, like it's a place now. Time for an update. We have made some serious progress. We haven't gone so far as drilling down there and finding our drainage point yet, but in terms of the drains, I've dug a lot more.
Got a smell for the camera?
And more importantly, I want to get some progress done at the weekend. So we actually finished this bit here. So there's pipe under there. Essentially, for those unfamiliar, the concept is it's a French drain. You dig a big trench, you then line the trench with a membrane to stop sediment getting through. Then you layer that with stones, which helps to filter the water through and filter sediment out. And inside, or on top of those stones, you then have a pipe. Now actually I can come around here. So it's a perforated pipe, a pipe with holes in it. You can see the pipe down here, coiling round. So it's got lots of holes cut into it. So when the trench starts to, get water coming into it, the water will seep through those holes and then be inside the pipe and then travel down the length of the pipe. Then cover the pipe in more stones, wrap it up like a giant drainage burrito. And then you can cover it up with a little bit of dirt. So I've put a little bit of topsoil down so I can walk into my studio, which is, coming along. We did some other things. We were toying around with the drains with a laser leveler. I've got some footage of that. And that hasn't really progressed much. The real progress is inside. So today I had someone come over and help me. Count Dankula's dad, actually. That's one of the things that you will probably notice from all of these videos is that I'm constantly asking you guys for advice. I'm constantly asking you guys for help. I don't really talk about my personal situation all that much, but I don't really have a family that I can reach to for these things. I don't have like a handy dad that I can reach out to and be like, Dad, help me with this, because he's not there. So having people like my father-in-law and also Marcus's, or Daddy Dankula, if we will go with it, Marcus's dad, is a huge help. So Joe has been over today and has helped me to start to put up stud walls. But this is actually a lot more interesting than just putting up stud walls. I have this really cool isolation tape sent to me from the soundproofing store, and essentially that goes underneath and on top of all of the studs. And the idea is that it stops vibration. So obviously when I have my boards up, this wall will be absorbing sound and vibrating, and you want as little of that vibration transferring into the ground and as little of it transferring into the ceiling as possible, because obviously the transfer of vibration makes the walls vibrate, and that is how sound transfers, right? Sound is the vibration of air, it's pulsating air. So yeah, that anti-vibration tape goes down, and that's all I've done from the soundproofing store so far, is to get that tape, and then we've built the stud walls, because they don't do that for you. Again, very easy, wood into the floor, isolation tape underneath, clips of that as you can see, and once that's down, it's kind of two ways you can do this. We did things Joe's way, which was to lay the foundation and the top and then put the vertical beams in. I would have probably preferred to build the entire wall and then put it into place, but I'm not the experienced one. Joe knew what he was doing, so he's done this many times before apparently. So once those are in place, we're then creating these horizontal support noggins. I did all of these after Joe left. Usually you'd expect to see them like this, all offset from each other, because of course that means that you can drill straight into the side with screws. Whereas these ones over here, because the idea over here is that this is actually going to be my backdrop. My PC is going to be here, and this will be my backdrop, and then over there I'll be able to have drums, amplifiers, a couch, etc, etc. So I wanted these all to be at the same level, and I'll put another row in, just to make putting up guitar hangers easier. If there's a good solid wood support that all of the hangers can go into, that's going to be ideal. So that was me planning ahead a little bit. So yeah, that's the progress so far. My wife was also in, and well, actually, I didn't mention this, all the walls are black. There's a few spots we've not done yet, but yeah, we did the waterproofing paint in the entire room to really encase this entire room in rubber. That did the job. Another interesting thing we noticed is that when we were putting the vertical beams up on the stud walls, because these need to be very tight, so we were putting them in angled and then hammering them into place. What that was doing is pushing the wood, the top wood, and people have talked about, you know, why don't you raise the roof? Why don't you raise the roof? Well, doing that did actually raise the roof a little bit, only a tiny bit, because when I look up here, there's now gaps between where the roof was and that. So I need to fill those in. That's more work, and obviously the same thing happened outside. When I look up here, that's separated a little bit. The sealant is separated. But yeah, this is starting to feel and look like real progress. So I'm going to crack on with it, continue doing more. Joe will hopefully be coming over tomorrow and we'll finish these stud walls. Then it's on to ordering my insulation, getting that in place and dealing with all of that good stuff. But yeah, I'm going to go outside. I'm going to upload the latest episode of the Guitar Souls podcast. Do check it out, episode number 44. Yeah, 44. Lots of fun, really enjoyed that. Anyway, enough about me. Much love, thank you so much for watching. Please do like, comment, share, subscribe. Check me out on Patreon by clicking this button up here. Subscribe. 2 more of my videos. Love you all guys so much. Could not have done this without your support. I'd have no reason to do it without your support. So thank you, and I'll see you for another video soon. Latest.